gonna do an oomph to my skin. We have a lot of humidity in the air. I've done some traveling, and so I just kind of want to make a little bit of an extra. So I have the perfect tool to be able to do that. So this is what's called My Skin Buddy. Look at this little guy. He's very light, very easy, portable, and something that I can use in my treatment room. But what's really special about this little tool is that you can use it at home, and it's chargeable. And I love it because once you have it charged, it's wireless, so I'm not connected to the wall. And then it actually has 4 different technologies in this little device, and then 6 different settings or features. And so here we go. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and do this cleansing and moisturizing right before going to bed. So My Skin Buddy. My Skin Buddy, the 4 technologies that are in this. So this is good to use for deep pore cleansing. It's also good for product penetration, purifying the pores and bringing impurities out, as well as it is good for building collagen and elastin and firming the skin and tightening the skin. We can all use a little bit of that. And so it uses 4 technologies in order to be able to do that. The 4 technologies that you're going to find in this, first and foremost, is you're going to have a couple different types of LED wavelengths going on. And you know, I'm a huge fan of LED light if it's being used properly, if it's not causing your skin to heat up excessively, if it's not causing you possible photo damage, as some LEDs out there are doing because they're not calibrated correctly to the right wavelengths, and if it is also set properly so that it's actually effective. So fortunately, this guy is. The other thing that it has is it has ultrasonic technology. So if anyone's ever used a Clarisonic brush, they kind of probably have heard of ultrasonic technology. But what I love about this is not going to irritate your skin or your pores, but it is going to help loosen up debris within the pore. It is also going to help loosen the dead skin cells on top of your skin, and that way you get actually a softening of the skin and some exfoliation benefits with it. And then it's going to also just kind of help with your circulation and oxygenation of the skin. The other thing that it has is your galvanic ionization, and it has positive and negative ions going on. So ions are really been used. I mean, all of this has been used on forever in my field, but I love it because this one it separates it. So it has the positive ions first in your deep cleansing mode, which is gonna pull out impurities, and then it's also going to have in your 2 through 6 features. 2 through 6 is product penetration and building of collagen and all that fun stuff. So all of that all in one little guy, and there's just a very easy button, and I'm going to show you how I use this. Okay, I've set it for my cleansing. I've pulled my hair back out of my face to give myself space, and so I am going to use one of my favorites, which is the Yonka Paris Le Nettoyant. And this is a good creamy cleanser. And I have acne prone skin that's combination. I definitely have bouts of oil. Right now I'm perimenopausal, who knows how long that's gonna last. And so my skin likes to become imbalanced quite often. And so this one I like because it definitely takes off the makeup. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll go ahead and do the foaming cleanser in the morning to get any excess oil impurities out. But my favorite really is this cleanser because I can do it gently over the eyes, and it just really does a nice job. So okay, so I just kind of put my cleanser around on my face. Now we're going to start with the deep cleansing mode of the My Skin Buddy. All you have to do is push on the button, and you're going to see that the red LEDs are started. You can hear, I'm sure, the ultrasonic vibration. This also has, only in the deep cleansing mode, this little part of it will actually get some nice therapeutic warmth. This is not the kind of warmth that I always am cautioning people about when it comes to LED and some other devices. This is very gentle, very relaxing. It's just a very slight therapeutic warmth. And what the reason behind that is to get that circulation and lymph moving while you're cleansing the skin. It also helps with liquefying and emulsifying that oil, that if you deal with that. So you want to make sure you get into your trouble zones. You can put this anywhere on your nose. It's super relaxing. I don't know what it is. I've been told it's the ions. I think it has a little bit to do with all kinds of, you know, the vibration aspect. This timer is on a timer, so it'll only go for 5 minutes per setting. I can't imagine cleansing my skin for 5 minutes, to be honest with you, but it will shut itself off so you won't have to overdo it. Now you want to make sure that you're getting down in here and you get up here, and then you're going to hold it 3 seconds and it'll turn itself off. Just like a cell phone. Super easy, right? Okay, so I'm going to take off the cleanser. And I like to use white washcloths. Anybody who works with me knows that. I recommend, because they can be cleansed and purified and wash in hot water, some bleach. If you're not a bleach fan, you can use vinegar. Okay. So my little unit is starting to beep at me. I've been using it all day on people. So I'm thinking that the battery might be running low. So, but I think I can get some more life out of it to finish this video. But what I want you to understand is that once you've charged it, it's gonna last you about an hour's worth of usage, and then you can just recharge it. So it's not a problem. So I'm a big advocate for double cleansing, and this machine also talks a lot about double cleansing with the company. What you do is you take a cotton round and you're gonna make this wet. You can make it wet with either water. I don't recommend it. I think you can go and do better than that. I'm gonna use micellar water as my double cleanse tonight, just because I was wearing makeup. But you can also use your Yonka lotion toner and spritz it instead. You're gonna put this back on top of your My Skin Buddy like this. And every unit comes with one of these plastic pieces that pops right on top. And you're just gonna pop that on. Make sure that's nice and secure. It took me a couple times to get used to that when I very first did it. And so we're gonna turn this back on to its cleansing mode. And I'm gonna work this kind of faster than I normally would because I wanna make sure that I have enough battery life to do this video. But this is just gonna take off any residue and any excess impurities within the pores that may be left behind. It's fantastic, I just love it. Okay, so you get the gist. And we're gonna turn that off real quick. Oh my gosh, okay, so I don't know if you can see this. Can you see how dark this is? Okay, that's just running it over. I love that part. I'm like, I feel so satisfied and kind of horrified that that was on my skin still. Even though you saw me cleanse, we did this, and then I used a washcloth to remove, and this kind of just shows what more is going on with my skin. So there is quite a dark spot here that's going on. And I actually did this quite quickly just for the sake of battery life. But my goodness, can you see that? Okay, so we're gonna toss that thing. Now take a look at my skin and how smooth and hydrated it already looks and how incredibly healthy it looks. So now your next features, I'm gonna run through the features really quickly so that way you can kind of get a general idea. I'm gonna spritz my skin. Don't forget that. And essential step with your Yonka lotion, you have, after your cleansing mode, You have your blue LEDs. You can take this over any broken out areas. Put your juvenile and your creme 15. Me, it's always this area and this area. You have your greens, and this is for, if you'll notice, I have some capillary issues. This is anti-inflammatory. Also works your sun damage. And then you have your red. So I'm going to turn this off real quick because I want to put some product on first before I do red. So these features, the blue, green, red, and then what I call the disco light afterwards are all about product penetration. So this is when you're going to add your serums and your moisturizers. I'm going to do vitamin C essential cream on my face. Okay, it's a skin brightening moisturizer. That's my night cream. And I'm not using a serum tonight. I'll use a serum in the morning. Okay. I'm going to turn this back on. And we're going to get to the red light, which is all about collagen building. The ionizing, the ions are negative ions, which work to push product down deep within the pores, and actually just get it to where it needs to be so it's penetrated into the cells. Because your skin's function is to keep everything out. And so sometimes what we put on our skin doesn't actually penetrate real well or real deep where it needs to be. Then you have this feature here, which is when I'm a hot mess. I call this the hot mess feature, or a party in your bathroom. If you'll notice, it goes through all the different lights and rotates all through them. So we just started with the blue, it's going red, it's going green, it's going blue. You can do this for like 10 minutes. I'm really gonna get my nose. I mean, seriously, big problem area for me. I'm gonna massage that all over. And I can feel that product just penetrating nicely. It's not gonna sit on top of my skin. It's gonna purify my impurities, build my collagen. I actually can, if you wanna go in the upward motion, you can do this on your neck. I recommend it. If it starts to drag, you can add a little bit of toner, you can add a little bit more product, it's up to you. You can get your eye creams up in there, penetrate. And then it has another feature where it's just gonna be no LEDs and only ionization. So right now my face is tingly, it feels very oxygenated, completely alive, and it really has smoothed things out. So I look and feel refreshed and ready for bed. So, My Skin Buddy. I have been looking for bringing in some handheld units for each person to be empowered to use at home, because it's great that you come in to see me. This is not replacing the treatments that I provide. This is just another support system. It's not product specific. So if you're not using Yonka, you can still use this machine for your other products. But it's going to help the longevity of your treatments. It's going to keep your skin looking refreshed. It's going to, instead of going and getting all this wonderful treatment and then having weeks between, and then I see you again and you're starting to slip backwards and we've got to work it back up. You can use this as just something very easy to do even every single day. It's that safe. Let's see, so I really highly recommend it. They're $265 of an investment. That's what it costs across the board everywhere you go. It's not something that you can find on Amazon. You have to go through a professional to get it, so you can totally get it from me. I can drop ship it anywhere in the United States very easily. And yeah, it's a fantastic tool. I can explain at some other time as to kind of why I didn't go with some of the other tools that you're gonna see out on the market. But right now I'm just here to talk up the My Skin Buddy because I am impressed. And it takes a lot to impress me. So anyway, love you all. Hope you enjoy this video. And if you have questions, please feel free to comment below or personal message me, email me, however you want to get a hold of me. You can find me at yourskinwellness.com, send me a message there, or find me on Facebook. But I look forward to tomorrow. Okay, talk to you later. Good night. Mwah.